Guys. Um, I've got a I'm gonna have another video up for you today. Um, I finally got an email from the place where I got my petrol blur from. When I rang them up yesterday, they recommended changing the oil every 200 hours. That is a long frickin' time, so I'll change it every 100 hours from now on. It's just basically common sense stuff, really. Oil drain, where I said, oil filler, where I said, fuel tank, fuel cap, spark plug, muffler, air filter, recoil starter. Then you get your choke and fuel, throttle lever. But when I was reading down here somewhere, let me have a look. When I was reading here, it says every year or 300 hours. This one here, replace the air filter. Yeah, okay, fine. Spark plug, replace spark plug every 300 hours. I don't know if I'd do that or not. I don't know. Idler speed, valve clearance. So basically, the valve clearance is. I don't know if it'll show you a picture. Probably not going to show the right side now, is it? Let me quickly scroll down here and have a look. And for the oil, like I said, level, so it's just spilling out the bottom there. So there's my partner. My bad, sorry guys. My memory's shot. So keep on scrolling down. Right here, I'll bring it up right here. It shows a washer. I never seen a washer on there, unless it was stuck to the actual engine bit here. I never seen one. So, I'm trying to it probably hasn't got a picture. No, it hasn't. It's that bit there. That bit there, I want to say. If you undo that cover, that's where the valves are. So obviously that's where you check with feeler gauges. Fuel tank clean. That's every 6 months or 100 hours. Basically, it's all common sense stuff, basically. The first month was 20 hours. And I changed it at... Oh man, let me have a look here. If I've still got it. It was my bad, but you know, for one, I didn't have the book, and two, well, I was busy and didn't have time. Right, it ran for 29.5 hours, so it could have been a lot worse. I could have been 50 hours over instead of just 9.5 hours, so that's not too bad. We'll change the first one 20 hours, and then every... Right, that's funny, because they said to me, this company who sent me this, said change the oil every 200 hours, and I told her, I said no, I'm going to change it every 100 hours, because 200 hours is a lot. It sounded ridiculously a lot to be changing oil, and that's what it is. Engine oil, check, engine oil should be daily. You should, no doubt about it. Should check your oil daily. But changing oil, they turned and said to me every 200 hours. So they blatantly don't know what they're talking about. Obviously, again. But I'm gonna stock up on some air filters. Stock up on spark plugs, and I also need some split pins for my sack truck. I just need split pins anyway, so I might as well buy the whole lot for only that price. So, but yeah, right. Combustion chamber clean after every 500 hours. Wow, I didn't think they wanted me to do that. The combustion chamber is where the piston slides up and down. That's the combustion chamber. Wow, I'm very shocked. Fuel lube. Oh no, that's tube. Sorry, I can't see that properly on my monitor because my monitor looks a bit blurred. There's only tuning. I can't see. There's a little line there where if I look on my recording screen, I can actually see it says it's T. So that's my bad. Fuel tube. I didn't think fuel lube sounded right. I was going to turn and say, well, what the hell's that? Fuel tube check every 2 years. Basically, if you squeeze it and it's hard, replace it. That's how I see it. Don't leave it. Replace it because it could crack, and then you have fuel peeing out everywhere. Fuel tank and filter clean. What's this one? Every 6 months or 100 hours. That's all very well, but I want to know why the tank's going rusty already on the outside. It shouldn't be. It hasn't been knocked where it's going rusty or anything, so... for the valve clearance, like I said, you'll use feeler gauges for, which I've got some of, being a mechanic, obviously. Idle speed will be, if it's running high, then you just drop it down a little bit. Adjust the idle bit where you tune it. Basically, I don't really know what to say. But yeah, it's fine. I finally got it. I've been waiting 2 weeks for this, and I can't say I'm best pleased that I've only got it now. 2 weeks. So not a joke. But yeah, that's it anyway. It's just all common sense stuff, and if you look after it properly, it's going to look after you. But yeah, it says wear ear protection. To be honest, only wear ear protection if you're going to be sitting around next to it, because when you're in front of it, you can't hear it behind the bouncy castle. Wear protective gloves. Well, why? All you're doing is switching fuel and stuff on. Eye protection, I can understand that, because you know, anything could leak out or spray up at you. That's fine. Read a manual if you have no clue of this sort of thing. I highly recommend, before you do anything whatsoever, read the manual. Unless, of course, you're these guys and you don't get it. Wear a dust mask. Truthfully, when you go outside, you're breathing in God knows what anyway. Unless you're planning on open the throttle right up straight off on that thing where it's going to be dusty, there's really no need. You're not going to be around there long enough. I mean, if that's the case because of fumes, then why the hell didn't we have them working in the garage in enclosed areas? Do you know what I mean? It's, you've seen the video yesterday, I put my finger in the exhaust and there was nothing on it, so it's running clean. So yeah, it's, I suppose they've got to include it for their own back, but yeah, it's a Nielsen one, the one that I got. It was meant to be a Honda, but obviously I rang them up and said, look, bought this, I got this through, and they turned around and said, yeah, they stopped because they were having so many problems. And I was shocked, I'm not gonna lie. When they turned around and said they were having problems, they weren't having problems with the fan side of things, they were having problems with the engine. I was what? I was like, really? You know, a Honda engine's a Honda engine. How can you be having problems with that? And yeah, and they haven't had a single problem with these. And I've rang around different companies, and I've basically wanted to know how reliable these engines are. I mean, here's the thing. I could buy one of these and it's all built into one. So all I'm having to carry is just this and a fuel can and a bounce castle. This here cost £420. I could go out and buy a Nielsen generator, 4.1 kVA I think it is, which would run 2 blowers, so 2 of these electric ones for £200. The only problem with that is I'm having to carry the generator as well as the blower. So if you can see what I'm trying to say here, with this I'm only having to carry the one thing because it's all built in, but with the generator I'm having to take the generator and the blower, so I'm having to find space in the car for both of them, where this is just one. Obviously I will be going for a generator next, because some events that I go to, I might be staying till late, so I'll need some sort of lighting, so it would be ideal for that as well. But hopefully you can see what I mean. It's hard choice to make, and plus the storage as well. You got to run these up at least once a month for half an hour or so, just to give it a run. You got to run generators up at least once a month under load. So you got to find something to leave running under load for half an hour, like a light or something. That'll draw quite a bit. But yeah, that's the problem I'm having. I mean, I could have bought 2 generators for the price of what I paid for this one, which would run 4 blowers. So it's a hard choice to make, a very hard choice to make. But I think a Jenny's the next way to go, and then we'll go from there. So that's it for this one anyway. As you can see, my partner reminded me to take the kids down at 12:30, so I'm going to get them ready and whatnot, and then going to go from there. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll get this other video made and up for you today as well. So thanks again for watching.